Cities can become smarter when there is a system in place for a proper feedback. Feedback from the citizens of the city on the key aspects of the infrastructure that surrounds them. To achieve this, it is essential to design specific tools. Architect Subhashwati Sinha and her team, as part of the India Smart Cities Fellows, did just that. They developed a design tool and a digital platform which integrates measurable aspects of quality public spaces and infrastructure to enable citizens to score and rate these public spaces and participate in their improvement. To talk more about it and the urban data governance and collaboration platforms that have been developed for startups and institutions launched for smart cities, I now invite architect Subhashwati Sinha.
I'm Shubhashweti and I am from Pune. I have a master's from UIC Barcelona and I was a fellow with the Smart Cities mission. And I was part of the fellowship program. To just give a brief about the program, it is a congregation of different experts from different fields coming together and finding solutions for cities. And they are actually working with the cities on ground. I was part of various initiatives undertaken within the ministry, and also we started working on this tool, and we sort of conceptualized a practical tool for citizens. I will start with a very brief quote from Gell, which is cultures and climates differ all over the world, but people gather in public if you give them a good place to do it. So looking at the importance of public spaces and how they contribute to creating an identity for cities and giving a better air quality, we all know how they're also important to giving cultural experiences and access to services. But then we started looking at what are the issues around public spaces in our cities, and whether they are safe or whether they're accessible for everyone. Are they designed for everyone? So these are the key questions we try to address. So we started, conceptualizing this tool as to how, it can be used for like measuring the quality of different public spaces. And then we also started looking at like how can citizens involve in the improvement of these areas, and how can the city look at a city level, like what are like the data that has been collected at a city level, and how the city can actually look at it in a comprehensive way. So we also like looked at different elements of the city, and like how we can categorize the public spaces, and then what are the elements that are actually leading to better designed places. So we came up with these different parameters of public spaces, where we are looking at like 9 different parameters, which are like comfort, accessibility, safety, inclusivity, uh, activity, culture and identity, sustainability, and resilience. So these were the different parameters we came up with. And then we started looking at like what are the different aspects that would lead to say comfort. Like, so if there are, proper shaded areas, if there are seating areas, if there is access to transport. And then like in regards to safety, like what are the different elements that will lead to safety of public spaces. So per se, like if there is lighting, of if there is some activity happening there, if there are spaces for vendors, then if you talk about inclusivity, then especially like regarding like for vendors, and then like having access for disabled. uh, then looking at sustainable aspects as to like if it has enough green cover, and then in also in respect to like resilience, like if there are elements that are being addressed, looking at how the spaces can adapt to extreme heat or flood. So it was a very comprehensive, look at different areas, different parameters. So we started like categorizing the areas, and also like to briefly like come to how our tool would be like beneficiary to different stakeholders. So for citizens, it would be mainly for like giving suggestions and rating spaces in the city. Then for experts, we came up with a street checklist, which I would share about at a later stage. And then for the city, it would be basically like taking up from these, scores of different places, how they can take decisions based on the citizen inputs through the tool. So this is in short like visualizing the spatial distribution of spaces within the city, then scoring them, and then evaluating the different aspects, and then how the scores can actually, be turned into meaningful action by the city officials. So these are the categories that we came up with. So basically, looking at a very broad aspect of like how many types of public spaces we have in a city, and then we came up with these six main areas, like mainly it is parks, then heritage areas, streets, markets, waterfronts, and transit nodes. So these are the different categories we came up with, and then for each of these categories we started like, okay, like for parks, what are the requirements for a successful park. So right now we have covered parks, heritage, and streets in our tool. The other we look to like develop further. So for our pilot, so actually we like sort of looked at different cities that we can actually implement the tool with, and with the help of the ministry we sort of came down with Bhubaneswar as our pilot city. And this is where where we went and actually visited what projects are happening there. And in regards to like, it has a lot of heritage importance as well. So we looked at some of the heritage areas. So this was more of the groundwork that we did over there. Then we also interacted with various stakeholders and like citizen groups. Then there is a heritage walk that has been undertaken each Sunday in Bhubaneswar. So we started interacting with the Heritage Walk participants. Uh, and then we also looked at like what is the existing data the city has. So Bhubaneswar has a lot of different kind of departments working. Uh, as I mentioned, like we had these categories, but then the transport department would have different data, and then the municipal corporation would have different data. So we try to like sort of like bring together like what all data the city has and how it can be made more useful through this tool. So we were also like visiting, the ICCC, which is a very like fantastic facility that Bhubaneswar has. And this was some of the news that came up. So this is the basically the tool, and it's part of the citizen app of Bhubaneswar. So when you go and uh, so there are other citizen services that are provided with the citizen app, and this is part of the public space and amenities section. And when you go there, so basically we try to like uh, if if I will just briefly go to the next slide. So this is a demo of like how the tool looks right now. So we have once a citizen logs in, he can see all these categories of spaces, and he can select like according to his location which area he is in, and then as per that he can see the surrounding heritage areas or parks or any other public spaces in the city. So basically it is location GPS based. So once the citizen like goes and selects the location, he can answer questions that we have developed as per like the different parameters we have. So he can select all the So basically, we try to keep it little more open, like so the citizens are open to select only one parameter and answer the questions as per, like suppose for safety there are like 5 6 that they can answer, and there is no like restriction as to how many they want to answer, because we did observe that this becomes an issue with like how many citizens would actually use this feature. So we have kept it open, and it would also like let the city know that okay, if safety is being answered more, then this is something of a concern for that location. So there is also an option of looking at facilities and giving suggestions based on that particular location. So if you have selected a heritage area, you can answer questions based on heritage and then give suggestions based on that. So we did like some. I'll just very quickly go through this. I hope this doesn't like uh, so we sort of did like trial, like the analysis of the questions that we developed for this tool, and then we looked at like how you can compare different areas based on this analysis. So you can compare two streets, and we got like really interesting answers from the citizens, whether they went to the extent of like okay, like you can have like paver blocks or these kind of suggestions that came up. So for example, for parks, like we could do an analysis of how the different aspects we looked at and how they could like give the city an answer as to okay, this is something that needs to be improved in that part. So for example, as related to seating areas or shade, or the provision of toilets. So, so for example, in the heritage area, we did observe like there was a lack of like facilities like toilets, and this is something that the users could actually go and tell us about this through this survey that we did. So once we had developed the tool, we actually also did a citizen engagement activity to actually tell them about this digital tool that we have developed. Uh, so, so we did an activity in a park in Bhubaneswar, where we also like conducted like we said that we would engage more children and elderly people. So we came up with painting competition idea where we would have children coming in, and then there was a hunt race that we organized. So this was more of like just to let the citizens know about the tool. So these are a few pictures from our event. So we also conducted like actually based on the parameters, we also conducted a design activity with the citizens in that park. So those inputs would also translate into design ideas for that space. So just briefly, telling about the tool. So it's more of location specific inputs. If you look at it as a citizen tool, you get like location specific inputs, and then there are like it's mostly based on tangible and measurable aspects of the public space, and then also like the suggestions and the base framework is more of a participatory design oriented. So we have made this tool publicly available as an open source uh, as an open source code, which is available on Smart Code along with the other solutions that were developed during the fellowship. So this can be picked up by other cities, and they can actually take it up and even create better versions of the digital platform. So this is open for all the cities right now. And other than that, so there are like also the National Urban Digital Mission that has been launched, IUDX, which is India Urban Data Exchange, and the Smart Code platform. So these are all like open source platforms which are being developed by the ministry.